Hey, good afternoon, Stampers. This is Robin with Stamp with Dr. Robin. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in San Diego, California, where the sun's trying to come through, but not really making it today. But I'm very, very excited today to share a couple things with you. I'm going to wait a second or two. I'm hoping that people are going to come on. Don't see anybody yet because just hoping that this is working. All right, that seems to be working. Hopefully people are coming on. But anyway, so starting December 1st, if you're a demonstrator, you can order from the new mini catalog. Again, that's only for the demonstrators among us. And you can order anything, which is really exciting. And the other thing that I'm really excited about is that I will be selling a PDF of all of the cards that we made at my holiday card buffet a week ago. And so that is ready to go. And if you want to send me your email via my email or just actually put it on here, I will invoice you through PayPal. And you can get started making all these cards too. Now, some of you guys have seen these cards, a few of these cards, but there's 19 different cards. So I'm going to put you down for a sec, and then you can, I'm going to share a few with you. Hopefully you can see that. And then the other thing we're going to do is we are going to be making a card from this new stuff I have from the mini catalog. So let me pull you back up just a smidge. Looks like you're a little too close to see everything. And hopefully this is working still. I was having just a time of it with my internet earlier, and it was not cooperating. So hopefully at this point it is. All right, so let me share with you some of these cards from our Christmas buffet, and then you can decide if you want to go ahead and order the PDFs. But maybe I'll start them in the middle and then move them to the side so you can see them a little bit better. But these are all cards that we made last weekend using various sets, and I will have pictures in the PDF, and we'll describe how I made them, which stamp sets you use, how to cut them. These last few are in some envelopes, clear envelopes already. Hopefully you can see them still pretty well. This one you can put a gift card in here. This one's using our new florets suite. All right, so that is all that you can see. And this little gnome one is actually a fun fold, and this fun fold is what inspired me today to make the card that we're going to make. So anyways, if you want to buy that whole set of 19 different card layouts, some are fun folds, some are not, email me, let me know. Anyway, back to the mini catalog. If you're a demonstrator, December 1st you get to start ordering, but today I can't show you the inside yet until we go live with it in January. But what I can do is talk to you and show you what I have. So what I have and what we're going to be using today is the whole By the Bay suite. It's going to be on page 23 of this new catalog when you get it. And if you don't have a demonstrator you're working with already and you want a catalog, please let me know. All right, so this is the set that we're using. It's called Seaside Bay, and starting in this catalog, this is really, really exciting, is that they are now going to be called by the same names, the dies that match the sets. That is really exciting. Oh, I just noticed this is somebody's $1 million set. Do you see that little thing down here? That means one of the demonstrators who sold $1 million worth of product helped design this set. And it has some really nice fonts and saying, some little critters, and then some nice things that will cut out, like this will cut out that bird. But then some other ones, I just today took this little clam shell and tried to figure out what I was supposed to do with it. But it has like this, I guess maybe it goes like that, so you can see the little indentations. And you can put one of these, oh, where'd it go? Oh shoot, I didn't use them today, so, oh, here we go. Got these little pearls that are kind of more flat than our usual pearls, so you could stick that inside there. And we've also got these little clams, both big and here's some little ones, 2 different sizes that they're embossed also. And also in that suite is this lovely balmy blue ribbon. And then of course, if you know me at all, you know that I am a DSP hoarder here. And I think there's like an AA group for that. And the DSP here is just beautiful. You can, hopefully you can see the shine here. They either have shine like this or they have gold in them. I guess I'll show you the back as I go. So one side has that and the other side is just straight DSP without any gold. This one also, like they've been doing a lot of lately, you can cut the little bird out of the DSP, which is fun, and I've done that today too. See the gold in there? This is one of my favorites. Look at the muscles, how they are iridescent. That's just pretty. We got some waves. See how you can cut these out like that. I guess that's the gold. Should be like that. So pretty. This one doesn't even, I mean, you could use that for anything. Love that. Another just shiny. And the muscles without the shine on them. Just so beautiful. So I had a hard time cutting into this, but I did. So here's the card I made today. Remember I showed you the gnome card and how it is a fun fold like that? Well, that inspired this card, which is the same kind of fun fold here. I didn't use the whole piece of DSP like I did in the gnome because I just didn't want to use that much of it, honestly. So this is a card we're going to make today. Do we have anybody watching here? I can't even tell. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so pretty. I hope somebody comes back and watches this later. Anyway, so I just want to show you too, if you get the PDF, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get pictures, and this is all the directions on how to do the gnome card. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a piece that is, 5.5, but this time it's only 7 1/4, but it is scored at the usual 4 1/4. So let's first just fold that down. Get a good rub there. And then there's a second piece of the mint macaron that is 1 1/4 by 4, and it's supposed to have a little score at 1 inch, and it doesn't look like it does, so let's get this back out and just do a little score in at 1 inch. All right. And that is just our little folding mechanism. See that? So let's, oh wait, we have the wrong side up today. So what I want to do is try to put this right in the middle here. Whoops, it's on the wrong side. So the folding mechanism is going to get attached here first. And what I'm doing is, because I know this is 5 1/2, I know the halfway is at 1, 2, and 3/4. So I'm going to try to just glue that down right in the middle like that, okay? So I would suggest you use something pretty strong, glue or tear and tape, just something pretty strong there. And you want that right, whoops, see how it's moving right up against the edge, and also make sure that it's going to be even like that, okay? And we're just gonna put that aside for a minute. Now, the next thing we're going to do is, oh, actually, you know what? I guess we could attach some of this. Now, I've got some of the DSP here, and you know what? I'm actually going to wait because I'm going to do my little Stampin' first, because I do want to see which one's going to look better. But I am going to put this inside one. So this inside piece is 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. And remember on the gnome one, I used the entire piece of paper. But on this one, I decided I wasn't going to, because this paper is so beautiful and that I didn't want to use a whole piece. And then we might as well do the other part of the inside. So this is a piece of basic white, and it is 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. And we can stamp our sentiment on there. And our sentiment says heartfelt sympathy, and I'm going to stamp that in some soft suede. Just trying to stay with the really natural looking colors today. And then I'm going to take this other stamp and stamp that along the bottom. I don't know about you guys, but because it's so dry, my fingernails have been cracking. And now that I had to cut them really short because they were breaking and such, I'm having a hard time opening everything. We're just going to put a little bit of that in the Sahara sand across the bottom. And let's just go ahead and attach that. And that's the inside of our card. And then that'll be completely covered by the front. So for the front, I'm going to take this piece that's just the back side of that shiny piece, and I just thought it kind of looked like sun and waves and all sorts of things. But But I decided maybe, let me see, which one do I want the sun to be? I think we're going to put that up here. The sky down here, up here first. And then on this one you can see I did the 3 little birds. But on this one I think what I'm going to do is I took this paper. Remember I showed you how you can cut birds out of some of the paper? So that's what I did. I just cut one of the birds out. And I thought maybe he could be walking along the beach here. And maybe we can stamp, maybe one of the birds is following him. What do you think? Maybe move him up just a little bit. So I'm just going to stamp. Oh, let's get them all though. Just one of the little birds following him along on his little trip across the beach. Probably should put that down a little lower. Okay. And then I wanted to stamp that one like I stamped on the inside. And then we're going to add some more sand. So there is this stamp, and it's actually kind of made so that it will go really well around things. But right now I'm just going to try to get it to stamp a bunch of stuff. And you can kind of second generation stamp it too, so that it has some sand that looks a little lighter maybe. That looks like enough sand to me. All right. And then I think I might be done with this, but yeah, I'm going to leave it open since it was so hard to open. And then what I did on the other ones, I don't know if you guys noticed, but look at these little, my little clammies here. Oh, we do have some people. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Becky. Okay, tea tree and coconut oil. I'm going to try that on my nails. Hey, Shirley. So you see these little clams? They are these little clams with some gold on there. So I don't know if we want, do we want dark clams this time? I may actually just cover up that little guy because I don't really like how he came out. So let's do that. Okay, so we've got some darker clams. And the way that I used that gold leafing on these, that's how I got it to be gold. And what I'm going to do, this you may have to just sit and listen to me for a while, is because I like to put, when you do just a little edge like this, put a little glue on, but you have to wait till the glue gets kind of translucent. I should have done this at the beginning. So we're going to have to wait a little bit on that. And in the meantime, we can finish putting the card together. Get over there. All right, so I have as many glue dots in here right now. But guess what? The edges I cut up, and that'll work just fine on my bird. Isn't this piece really pretty? The back of it is that, so if you want to go looking for it. All right, so let's put the rest of this card together. So this piece is it 3 inches? Yeah, 3 inches. So then what you need is 2 pieces that are 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, because these are squares. And what you're going to be doing is putting them around here like that. And that way the back of it doesn't just have this ugly thing like that. It's a little bit more professional. Before we do that, I think I want to figure out which side we're going to put on here. No, I still like this side. Okay, let's do that. It's hard to cover up this shiny side, but we're gonna do it. And this piece is 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. I'm looking to make sure that it's going to be even across the top and bottom with that inside piece. All right, so back to this one. So what I'm going to do is just put this all around on one of them, and that'll go like this and stick to the other one. And then same on here will help it stick. So this is the bottom one. And I'm just trying to kind of center it everywhere. I'm really looking at this side and this side that it's straight. And then I'm going to put this one right on top of it. Make sure these corners meet. Now I can put my little or big bird right on top there. Okay, and now I think, isn't that cool looking? All we need is our little clammies. So with the clams, like I said, I was just waiting for this glue to get translucent. See how it, well, on the little one especially, it's not really white now. It's more clear. It kind of just makes a mess if you use it otherwise. So this is that gold leafing that I'm hoping is, I didn't even look at it, but I'm pretty sure it's still in the catalog. And I just dip it in there, rub it in, rub off most of it. If it doesn't, I have an old little piece of sponge there. Isn't that cool? Let's get the other one, then I'll show them to you a little bit better. So the gold leafing comes out in these big chunks, but you know, I didn't need big chunks, so I didn't really take any more out of there, and I have it in just a plastic shoebox thing because I want to be able to keep it under control. Otherwise it gets everywhere, especially when you just take it out of the little container there. All right. And now that gets stored so that it doesn't make a huge mess everywhere. All right, so all we need is some, see, it still makes a mess. Little glue dots on here. Excuse me, dimensionals. And then, like I said, I'm not happy with that little bird, and guess what? He's just the size of that clamshell, and so he goes bye-bye. What do you guys think? So that is our By the Bay suite. I didn't use quite everything in there. Didn't use the opals or the pretty ribbon, but Doesn't this make you excited for the new catalog? Let me go ahead and bring that other one back in since the front is just a little bit different. Do you guys have a favorite of these two? If so, let me know. I'm thinking maybe in January we can really start using these. This is actually the paper back here. I don't know if you can see that. That is actually from the same piece of paper. And so since these are 3 by 3 inches, you can get 4 of them from one piece of paper. The bottom part of this page, though, is basically just the light blue. I think that's, I don't know if it's all balmy blue or some of it to me looks like Pool Party. But that's it for today's card. I'm just going to show you guys one more time some of the pretty cards if you want to get the PDF to my card class that we had here a couple weeks ago. The PDF will include all of these different cards that we made. People didn't really make all of them. They got a choice of making 8 cards unless they wanted to stay all day, and they could just choose which one they wanted. And you can make these at home if you want. Get a PDF for all of them, $25, and I will invoice you on PayPal if you're interested. So hold on, let's put me back up here. And hopefully all of you guys are getting excited about the new mini catalog. I'm sure a lot of you are still in the middle of making holiday cards, but I decided to take a little break from holiday cards and make something a little different today. So hopefully you enjoyed that. If you have any questions later tonight, I will be posting on stampwithdrrobin.blogspot.com. I'll post the directions and all the measurements and everything. You can also rewatch this over on my YouTube channel. I'd appreciate it very much if you would subscribe to it. And if you have any questions or you want to buy the tutorial for the holiday cards, please just email me at stampwithdrrobin@gmail.com. All right. Thanks, everybody. See you next Monday. Bye.